This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Introduction. Junk food has become very popular nowadays, especially among children. Children like junk food, and as a result, junk food is provided at school. Is it good or bad for children? There are advantages as well as disadvantages of junk food in schools. The arguments for junk food at schools. There are three main advantages of junk food in schools, namely quick preparation, change in routine, and benefits for children's health. One of the main advantages of junk food is that it is simple to cook and satiates hunger. If any child forgets his or her lunch bag at home, it is very convenient to have junk food for lunch at school. More than that, it is delicious and liked by children. It is the food that is easy to eat even on the go. As a result, junk food saves a lot of time, and it is very convenient at schools where the breaks are not so long to have a rigorous lunch. The second advantage is the change in routine. Children are accustomed to the food prepared at home, and junk food at school may add variety to their routine menu. It does not have serious effects on health if it is varied with the food prepared at home. The third advantage is that it is healthy. Of course, there are cases when junk food is prepared with unhealthy ingredients and oil, but there is also healthy junk food that may be eaten by children. If such junk food as potato chips or juice are available at school, children will be protected from unhealthy food proposed outside the boundaries of the school. The arguments against junk food at schools. The disadvantages of junk food at schools are obesity, the influence over the student's performance, and other health issues. It is well known that junk food contains a lot of salt, pepper, and other unhealthy ingredients. All these ingredients are harmful because it is complicated for a young organism to break them down, and these ingredients accumulate in the body. More than that, they prevent the absorption of other valuable nutrients and, as a result, affect the immune system. These harmful ingredients lead to obesity among children, which is a burning issue nowadays. This kind of food does not contain all the nutrients necessary for children, and as a result, it causes a lot of problems with their health. These health issues include heart problems such as hormonal imbalance, high blood pressure, a weakened immune system, and problems with the liver, kidneys, and stomach. The content of junk food, including carbs, sodium, and sugar, is very unhealthy for children, and it affects their performance at school. It takes a lot of energy to digest junk food. As a result, after such a snack, the child begins to fade and become sluggish. The person feels weakness and the necessity to have a snack again. It is not an addiction, but it is the dependence on the boosts of energy that fades so quickly. There is no wonder that students are not ready to study after such a full snack that influences their attention and concentration. The rebuttal of the advantages of junk food. If we consider the advantages of junk food that have been described before, we may conclude that they seem to be doubtful. As for the main advantage of the availability of junk food and its simplicity to be cooked, it is not an advantage if we speak about the health of our children. Time does not play any role if junk food influences children's health. As for hunger satisfaction with junk food, it is a poor semblance as far as it is a sort of energy boost as it has been described in the list of disadvantages. As for the variety of the children's menu, it is possible to add this diversity with the help of healthy domestic food. These arguments supporting junk food are so weak compared to its disadvantages. The rebuttal of disadvantages of junk food. Nevertheless, the disadvantages that have been presented above also may be doubted. Of course, children's health depends on their food, but the main reason for heart problems and obesity is the lack of activities. It will be more reasonable to take care of this problem rather than to criticize junk food. Children should go in for sport as far as they have a lot of energy necessary to be burnt out. As for the content of junk food, there is no wonder that any kind of food contains salt, sugar, and carbs, and it does not depend on whether it is junk food or not. Any kind of food may contain ingredients that influence the human body in a negative way. First, its influence depends on the state of health, the way of life, and susceptibilities to different diseases. The third disadvantage also sounds weak as far as it is a well-known fact that after eating, the human body needs a rest, and there is no wonder that children are not ready to study after having had a snack. Conclusion. From the above said, we may conclude that there are advantages and disadvantages, and it is up to everybody to decide whether their children eat junk food or not. Junk food has become a debatable question nowadays, and the list of its advantages and disadvantages is endless. Did you like this junk food in schools, good or bad for children, sample? To get more works like this one, make sure to check out the database of academic paper examples at ivpanda.com. You will find thousands of samples for all your study needs.